How's it going? My name is Micah. It's my third year mentoring, and I actually have a little bit of pressure up here because I mentored Julie's son. So, Jack, I hope I won't get you grounded at night. The biggest thing I've learned mentoring here is that students have a much larger capacity for knowledge and understanding than we often give them credit for. It's easy to think we have all the answers, and it's easy to think that they're just coming to us for the answers. But what I've learned is one of the biggest ways to induce knowledge is by asking them questions that doesn't make you look good, but that makes them think. So obviously there's some questions where there is a strict yes or no answer. Jesus died on the cross. But other questions, I might have an answer for it, but I'm not always going to be looking for my answer, and it's a struggle every day. Because, I get this idea that I'm there teaching them, but in reality, the best way that I've found to help them grow is encouraging them to think openly, and we talk a lot about getting them to open up to us, but once that opening up does really happen, their capacity is much greater than we give them credit for. So that's what I would say I've learned.
I'm so thankful for you, Micah. My name is Julie, and I'm a mentor coordinator, and this will be my 5th year. And I had different mentors that I worked with every year until this is my 1st year that I get to have returning mentors, and I have 3 of them last year and this year. And I don't know if I can really completely sum up what I learned this past year, but I can tell you some things I noticed and observed. We had a really interesting year together. One thing for sure that I've noticed, and I'm so thankful for it, even with this guy sitting next to me, is just how amazingly committed these mentors are. It blows me away. Super busy lives and some complicated situations even that we've walked through with some of the students, and just these mentors are so committed, and that's beautiful. Another thing I noticed this last year, so I've got 3 mentors, and then there's a combination of 4 students, and our little group had a few kind of traumatic things happen over the last year, and a lot of things difficult for the mentors to walk the students through. And these mentors are one sign of how committed and loving they are to their students is that the students ended up sharing really huge things with these mentors throughout the year, and a couple of those things felt a little sensitive, maybe in an abundance of caution, a little bit of red flags, and we ended up needing to pull some leadership in and get a little bit of help with how to support these students. And so I learned some things through that of how brave my mentors were to have some really hard conversations with their students where they needed to let them know that we were going to pull some leadership in at the fear and the risk of losing the trust of those students, because now they've opened up a conversation that was private and are bringing in some leadership, and that was really scary for my mentors to do, and really did not want to ruin that trust at all. So one thing I noticed is how brave they were and how willing they were to have a hard conversation. I also was able to experience the support that we have with the Next Gen leadership, walking us through. We had to do this twice with 2 different students, so walking us through that. And then just walking out the rest of that and kind of not exactly knowing how the end of the story is going to be, and part of the fear was realized. I mean, the students pulled back a little bit and weren't quite sure. We're just kind of trying to feel out if they could trust their mentors still, and these mentors just kept investing and kept showing up and showing that they were trustworthy, because they are. And as far as I know, all the students are coming back and are willing to keep investing with that mentor, and some of them have opened up again, even after going through that rocky patch, and everybody is okay. Also, I will say, in all these situations. And so anyway, those have been some things that I've gotten to witness and just kind of be in awe of with the mentors that I work with.